Uh-uh. Oh, whoa! Whoa, with the mind of Mr.Bee. I am the one and only fine I am in the world at all. Whoa, Louis, I do it in reality, but ah, but and only me one again in my in the one and only my doing in I Lenny.
Hey, Mr.Bee, how's it going?
Good, like.
So what you're saying, though, well, let's get back to this. You're saying that you're Tinkerbell. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're? First of all, you can holster your wand there, Mister.
What I do wish I were in about right now and I am my one but one and me coronavirus this eel.
Yeah.
It will be very nice right now.
You'd have to go do more than that though, because quite frankly, it's not a quick. Like you gotta. That's not the end all be all.
Yeah. Oh.
Got to get everything back to normal. Normalcy.
Yeah.
The term is relative when dealing with you. There's not much normal about it, but
Yeah.
I digress.
Well, by the way, well, I in a mouth the well, like, I'm in free or the not me yet. Me, I'll be I eat I already got banana.
No, that's true. It's hard to have cabin fever when you live in a colonial.
Oh, hey, what we are doing now is we are getting back like a lot of viewer of the thank you, thank you, thank you, like being a lot of viewer. But lot of viewer may remember that we are in going to the Fox movies. Going to the Fox movie and like the island well we want to remake them doing that um and they walk or like or in a like don't leave it alone or well or not a or not a audience is like then I in it gone.
You did explain it all right, except for why are you doing this, Mr.Bee? Why are we opening the Fox vault?
Well, as many of you know, neon art.
So last year Disney bought Fox $40 billion. Is that correct?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and
so now Disney has ownership of the Fox movie archives.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do? So we're going film by film from Fox's archives to see if, now that Disney has the rights, they should remake it, a sequel to it, or just leave it on the shelves.
Yeah.
Now, disclaimer, there are a lot of movies, many of which we don't know anything about, and it would be exhaustive to research. So some of it's just our best guess.
Yeah.
Would this movie today?
Yeah.
Now, a lot has changed. The climate of society has changed a lot since, we started this in the 1930s.
Yeah.
So some of the movies don't lend themselves to being remade. So
Yeah.
that's what we're looking at.
Yeah. Oh. Are we begin? Yeah. Yeah, and one way, one in if we start out in this be only the Ahmalan.
That's a good point.
Yeah, we only be only the Ahmalan. Or we didn't really know what art movies will be on there and what art movies will not be. In enough, like going in the past, there we not that many art movies on there. There are like Sound of Movie on there. That Doolittle on there. The one with Eddie Murphy.
Oh, really?
And like Mel on but they're not a whole lot like most in Disney one. And at them, the amount of art movie art made, though is the amount of movie Disney have made. In that out now. Okay, are we ready to begin?
I'm looking for the correct list.
I sent you a link on Google I now.
Oh, you just did?
Yeah.
Okay. There it is. All right, now we got the same list going.
Yeah.
All right, and we got 1939.
Yeah. The beginning.
I hate to be the one to break it to you, but 1939 wasn't the beginning, Mr. B. The world is older.
Yeah, I know them. Oh, but well, it's not the beginning. Oh, yeah, like the beginning of it where we were out today.
I got you.
Okay.
1939, January 6th, While New York Sleeps. While New York Sleeps was a crime film.
But and the poor where we wait. There ain't me a man on there.
While New York Sleeps. I have a feeling crime in 1939 was a lot different than crime is today. So I think the movie would be too dated.
Yeah. Next one.
Next one we have. Oh, Charlie Chan in Honolulu.
Leave it alone.
Educate our viewers as to what Charlie Chan is.
The best we I do he was like a Asian, like very like Asian terrier.
It was a bumbling Asian.
Yeah.
Not even played by an Asian.
Yeah.
Sidney Toler is a fictional Chinese-American detective, Charlie Chan. So he was whitewashed.
Yeah.
Asian stereotypes. Any of the Charlie Chan, not so much.
Yeah, like we need to leave it alone.
The next one is Mr. Moto's Last Warning.
Anh Omoto xin in like leave it alone. How many Omoto and Ami Amu internet made?
Too many.
But the will you demand over that they well mình ăn they add be like made in like with the amount and the we they were pump in out. And that one.
Next one is Smiling Along, but it's also called Keep Smiling.
That.
It stars Gracie Fields. This one's actually pretty interesting. It's a British comedy directed by Monty Banks, following a group of performers who club together to buy a bus and travel the country doing shows after they're cheated out of money by an ex-manager. Now they had to rename it. It was Keep Smiling, but they had to rename it Smiling Along to avoid confusion with another film by the same name released by Fox in America the same year.
Oh.
Seriously?
Yeah, I was like.
How does that happen? The same studio make the same title in the same year?
Yeah. Well, I will. Hey, we made it.
Yeah, that sounds somewhat interesting. I'd watch that.
Yeah.
It's a British comedy. I'm a sucker for British comedy.
Yeah. Hey, what on that one?
Jesse James. An American Western film loosely based on the life of Jesse James, the notorious outlaw, from whom the film derives its name.
That only in the only almond investment of that part, today.
Well, and there have been so many movies, so many Jesse James movies.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Let's say you'd be.
Yeah, I will aim leave it alone.
Next one is Tailspin.
Fun app.
Based on the book Women with Wings, a novel of modern day aviation.
And I want a remake it.
Modern day aviation. It's
like we need more movie like on email.
It's based off the book Women with Wings, a novel of modern day aviation. I like that story, sure.
Yeah. And fun app like Nini added he or out spin with like balloon underboard fine the airplane.
Yes, correct. I watched. So now there are 2 Tailspins in the Disney archives.
Yeah.
Although, talking about dated movies and gender roles, if you read the description, it says Trixie Lee
Dated.
takes a leave of absence from her job as a Hollywood hat check girl to pursue her career as an aviatrix. She and partner Babe Dugan, Trixie and Babe, enter an air race from Los Angeles to Cleveland, but an oil leak causes their aircraft to crash.
Yeah, dated.
So now, Navy flyer Tex Price helps with her engine. Meanwhile, steel mogul T.P. Lester indulges the ambition of his daughter Jerry to fly in the Powder Puff National Race. Jerry just so happens to be Tex's ex. I was on board, but there's too many issues. I don't think it can be.
Well, I really if you eat a lot of little and like make it less more like on email. Like I'm so on board, but me I you and make it now. White on and do like me like an ion a female white on or I'm on board.
Is society clamoring for this movie though about a female powder puff aviation race?
No,
Time is past.
yeah, and I'm in the middle.
Save your money.
Yeah, I'm in the middle. Oh, you ain't know, and I'm in the middle. Me, I know it vote. What the next one? What the next one?
The next one happens to be the Arizona Wildcat, which is a 1939 comedy western.
What way on the back? Weapon or not? Part, like I will. No.
I would agree.
That one. The eel. There's been emerald voting. I don't know if we really need another one.
Yeah, I agree.
What the next one?
Pardon Our Nerve, an American comedy. The film stars Lynn Barry, June Gale, Gwyn Big Boy Williams, Michael Whalen. This film was released. The poster art looks interesting.
Yeah, although I mind you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Looks like a boxer who's got two women hanging over him. I would say nah.
Yeah.
Nah,
What the that one?
Wife, Husband, and Friend. It's a comedy based on a script by Noble Johnson. Tells the story of a contractor and his wife and how their musical ambitions result in marital tensions and a romantic triangle with a professional singer. The film was remade already in 1949.
10 years later.
Opera season is open in New York City, and a building contractor, Leonard Borland, comes from a working class background, is coping with the musical ambitions of his wife Doris, who is from a socially prominent family. Despite his misgivings that she has no talent, she is being trained for a career in singing by the voice teacher Hugo. Doris prepares for a recital that Leonard supports, hoping it will get singing out of her system. The performance is witnessed by opera singer Cecil Carver, who's attracted to Leonard and believes that Doris lacks sufficient talent to become a pro. Cecil accidentally discovers that Leonard ironically does have a great operatic voice and offers to train him. Leonard goes along, egged by Cecil, who believes this will allow him to finally be on Doris's social level. Wow. I'm actually intrigued by this.
Yeah.
He's supporting his wife. He ends up having more talent than her. Then a love triangle ensues. Sounds complicated.
Yeah, and I will a remake.
I'm in.
And what the next one?
I was like, no, not going to happen, but yeah. Inside Story. drama.
No, yeah,
Like I
any.
always say, Mr. B, save the drama for your llama. There's no there's no
There's no part.
plot in the
Oh,
got nothing to go on.
yeah, nothing to go on. I will and I will like and not applicable. We are nothing to go on.
Yeah.
A little pinter. A only a movie. This one I in.
Really? So remind me of your Shirley Temple again. What's your opinion on Shirley? Surely you must have one.
Well, what a very on in goal. I will Oh no, I won't. Well,
It was the first. It was actually the first Shirley Temple film in completely in Technicolor.
Yeah, but I in it like I won't. My annual our annual role in like only an movie don't we make it. But but this one we made it. It will be about a very emo a little pin about and about a goal like on Dan like Lee or on in World War I mean Lee or at a and at a go well or dad dies and now only in and now the goal we be here say or what a pin but now is be here a now or well oh in this
The problem is, who do you cast as Shirley Temple?
well this one I eat a lot of liberty with the off material. Oh, you'll be here more on the book.
Okay.
Oh, I want a remake. Oh no, the your remake. Uh, done by WB. I mean the book in the public domain.
I
Oh,
gotcha.
oh, I want a and if you be here more on the book with the data stay dead. And this one when the dad did really die. But I was in the dad on stay dead. Or I want a remake. Do you want a different Indian?
Nope.
Oh, hey, that one we both a remake. That one?
Next one is Everybody's Baby. It's about an author who moves to an area with radical views on raising children.
Um,
Don't know what any of that means.
Can be in in or be like in problematic. And I didn't be in. It only very in very problematic.
Well, it depends on what these radical views on raising children is.
Yeah,
Are.
like very in and like like only your own within already that is radical and not a good idea. Oh, hey, like moving on. Oh, I mean, in that one will be very problematic or very interesting. That one.
Next, we got The Hound of the Baskervilles. It's a Sherlock Holmes.
And we are add a lot of our own movies. Do you think we on another one like I'm a like but là our own movie I not we did do I want a leave it alone now but I'm moving in my mind.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. Like they just redid that. They just revamped that franchise in the last 10 years. I think that
Yeah. What in that one?
Dr. Moto or Mr. Moto.
Leave it alone and not always like you this is our
Story of Story of Alexander Graham Bell.
Oh, hey, I on it. Yeah,
I could see that.
yeah, I want a remake.
I mean, I'm sure there's moderate interest. I'm sure the phone's not ringing off the hook though.
Uh,
And we got Winner Take All.
Oh, your Owen.
It's a drama about a rodeo rider from Montana stranded in New York City with no money. Steve Bishop feel at Papa and Mama Gambini's restaurant, so he offers to work off his debt as a waiter. When someone else interested in that job harasses Papa, he is flattened by Steve. Witnesses among the customers include sports writer Julie Harrison and her boyfriend, fight promoter Tom Walker. A chance is offered to Steve to participate in a boxing exhibition with 6 men in a ring at once. He ends up the victor, raising money for a good cause supported by Papa. So then he becomes a prize fighter.
Yeah. And you take it.
Nope, not interested.
Yeah, me.
I think there's a lot of guy buys a meal knowing he can't pay for it, only continue onward, take a job as a waiter.
Yeah.
First of all, who would hire a dishonest guy, and then gets in a fight with somebody else who wanted the job, then becomes a fighter. No, I don't think that's.
Yeah. I definitely agree. That one.
Inspector Hornley.
Now, me in overhang.
Inspector Hornley of Scotland Yard stumbles upon a theft of the Chancellor of Exchequer's budget secrets, a crime which he ties to a murder he's investigating.
You know what, man? Yeah, I vote we make it. At least you I'm out of it. Like, what do you in?
I'd like some more details, but maybe.
Yeah. And this one is another weapon.
They really aren't making many westerns at all anymore.
Yeah, weapon are not part.
They had a resurgence not too long ago, like in the 1990s, late 1990s, with Unforgiven.
Yeah.
Would be the start of the resurgence.
Yeah, like if there is a we on and we might in my opinion on all of them, but now I will say no. What in that one?
Chasing Danger. No context, no plot. I have a feeling if there's no plot involved, that it was kind of a dud.
Yeah.
even worth the words. So,
Yeah, no.
Rose of Washington Square. This one's got a write up. It's got a musical drama featuring the already well-known popular song with the same title. Set in the 1920s New York City, the film focuses on singer Rose Sargent and her turbulent relationship with con artist Barton DeWitt Clinton, whose criminal activities threaten her professional success in the Ziegfeld Follies. Although the principal characters were changed, the plot was obviously inspired by vaudeville entertainer Fanny Brice's career and marriage to gambler Nick Arnstein. And Brice sued 20th Century Fox for $750,000 and settled out of court for an undisclosed amount. Wow, that's interesting. I think that should be the remake. How they made the
yeah, they made
somebody's life.
Yeah.
And got sued for making it and had to settle out of court. That's a fascinating story. I don't know how good the movie is, but
yeah, like make a movie on that, and then like not worry about acting me making the movie. Yeah, why you do that?
In 1939, suing the studio for $750,000.
Yeah,
that's a chunk of change back then, boy.
Yeah. Ain't that one? What in that one?
I'm working on it.
Boyfriend. And yeah.
With no plot.
Yeah, or and boy and on in the well.
No boy.
Yeah, yeah, or I will leave it alone.
Next one's called The Gorilla. A wealthy man is threatened by a killer known as the Gorilla. He hires the Ritz brothers to investigate. A real escaped gorilla shows up at the mansion just as the investigators arrive. Patsy Kelly portrays a newly hired maid who wants to quit because the butler scares her. Wow. It's like an Abbott and Costello joke come to life.
Yeah, well.
I'm being threatened by somebody named Gorilla, and then a gorilla actually escapes. I don't know, buddy.
Yeah, well, yeah. I will army not. Well, I don't know, but this army made every on in on me in on what we
Maybe.
only for me main every on probably not my guy. Or I will probably not we make it. Yon me only in this one I ask in. And I will you an army we make it. No my own. It was on that I'm not long ago.
Really?
I
remember the name actually.
Yeah, but I eat it. It was actually a really good movie.
Henry Fonda.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fond of him.
Yeah. Yeah, or I will I'm gonna like. Yeah, I will remake it.
I'm not gonna let the fact that I gave the dad joke, I'm pretty fond of him, Henry Fonda. I let that joke go, and you did not pick it up.
I got it. It was not what we on in.
Now that's not true. That deserved at least a sigh.
Yeah. But anyhow, I will a remake it. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe do it equal, like meddling in. Thú like if mà anh lên die này dần like maybe meddling may like how old was Lincoln when he died?
Bradley, Mr. B, there's no way to know. There's no way to know the answer to that question.
And like you do a go
I feel sorry for you for even asking it, really.
Yeah. But I will a many. Yeah, I will a remake. That one.
Hold on, I'm looking up the answer to the question.
Yeah, I'm on my Lincoln when
He
he died.
was 56.
Yeah, you are doing meddling, man. Lincoln. It will be better when we make it. Yeah. That one.
The Jones Family in Hollywood.
I mean,
17 Jones Family B-movie comedy series with a repeating cast of characters. I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna fly.
yeah. What that one?
Charlie Chan.
Yeah. No. Let it die. Let it not in there. Like you.
We got Susanna of the Mounties, a Shirley Temple movie.
I mean no. Oh no. No. I know in
Well, let me stop you here. The film was about an orphan survivor of an Indian attack in the Canadian West.
Yeah. No. Absolutely not. Let not remake it. Yeah. No. It me along in Arianda. I'm a homo. Not away in the wall and be released. Or at least be released or is. What the that one?
It could happen to you. There is no description.
No, I on in. I want a Mimi. I mean not.
Then after that, we have Mr. Moto again.
Yeah, we don't need like man and anything else. I eat my Indian. Do you have a devil Indian?
Nope.
God, if you did, I will hire you.
The next one is Second Fiddle. Jimmy Sutton, a publicity agent of a major Hollywood studio, is taking part in an endless search to find an actress to star in an adaptation of a best-selling novel, Girl of the North. After over 400 actresses have been tested and rejected, he is sent to a small town of Bergen, Minnesota. He's a school teacher whose photo and details are unknowingly submitted to the studio. She is very doubtful, but the entire town backing her, he persuades her to return to Hollywood with him, takes her back to Los Angeles, and tries to manage to secure the role. In an effort to boost her popularity, Jimmy organizes a fake romance between Judy and another Hollywood star, Roger Maxwell. He neglects to tell Trudy that Roger is already romantically involved with an actress and is only interested in publicity. Problems begin to arise when Trudy, unaware that the romance is fake, falls in love with Roger just as Jimmy begins to realize that he has feelings for Trudy himself. He pours his efforts into writing her poems and songs, reportedly from Roger. When she finally discovers the romance is fake, she flees back home to Minnesota. She misses the premiere of her film, which proves to be a runaway hit. Jimmy travels out to see her, hoping to secure her forgiveness and tell her about his own feelings. To his horror, he discovers she has gone off on a road trip to get married. On the rebound to a local she's not really in love with, he hurries after her to prevent the wedding, but seemingly arrives too late. ...
Yeah. But what your opinion?
I feel like a version of that movie's been made 100 times.
Yeah, definitely. I would say yeah, no. What that one?
News is Made at Night. News is Made at Night has no plot.
Yeah, I mean not. You know, this is of be the golden age Hollywood right now.
You don't say.
By golden age, do they mean like uh, uh, and like yeah? What in that movie?
Next movie is called The Ware Case, a British drama film,
Hmm.
which had been previously made into two silent films. So,
And this
the
one a
jury
remake.
back on event. Ooh, hold on. The jury looks back on events that led to the profligate baronet Sir Herbert Ware being tried for murder. His brother-in-law's corpse had been found floating in the St. Hubert's Gardens pond. The baronet is eventually found not guilty, but upon returning home, finds his lawyer is having an affair with his wife.
Hmm.
Okay, for 1939. In the ensuing argument, and on discovering his wife loves another man, he confesses his guilt, then makes a suicidal leap from the balcony. Whoa.
You know what? I will a not be very interesting. I will a remake. Do you want any different opinion?
That's kind of a crazy twist, man.
Yeah, I want a remake. That is very interesting. What your opinion?
Um, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. What the that one?
Next one up is Frontier Marshal. It's based on Stuart N. Lake's biography of Wyatt Earp.
A Westman or I mean not. Different.
Hotel Women. Oh, lordy, look at that art.
Yeah.
When she is jilted by her boyfriend, a young woman is encouraged to become a model by a woman at the hotel where she is staying.
Hmm. I want a me like wait a wait I do. Yeah, I will do. I mean not. Do you have any different opinion?
I'm gonna go no.
Yeah. What the that one? You know what?
What?
What the that one?
Chicken Wagon Family.
Hey, am I looking at the overall? No.
No, I don't have a poster.
Not in offer right now. A very woman.
Oh no, that was the last one. We already did that one. That was Hotel for Women.
Oh, hey. Where are we?
We're one below that. Chicken Wagon Family.
Oh, hey.
There is no plot to Chicken Wagon Family. Sounds like a pizza, like chicken bacon ranch. Chicken Wagon Family. I'll take a Wagon Family.
Yeah, what the that one?
Next one sec. Oh, excuse me. Stanley and Livingstone. It's an adventure film. Now, this one might actually be interesting. Henry Stanley is a fearless newspaper reporter ready to do whatever it takes to get the story regardless of any danger to his life. Colonel Grimes tells two peace commissioners sent from Washington, D.C. that he cannot permit them to try to contact the Indians of the Wyoming Territory as it would be suicidal, only to have Stanley emerge from the wilderness, escorted by a band of natives as his guide. No sensitive way to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, no. What the next one?
Next we have Quick Millions. Quick Millions?
An ilat ni an ilat imaw movie. Million.
It's a comedy film. It's one of the 17 Jones family films. In this entry, the Joneses are convinced they bought the Grand Canyon. I don't think so. Written by Buster Keaton.
No, like any like
maybe as a sitcom. This is actually a full-length movie.
Yeah, maybe I mean not.
It's like the Clampets. Feels like it's Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
We Grand Canyon. Like I said, written by Buster Keaton, though.
Yeah. What the that one?
Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Already hit that one.
Yeah, like you know, two old movies by the scene Unio in the scene Neo. Pointing that out now.
Well, then next you got a Jackie Chan, Charlie Chen.
Yeah, no. Oh boy, and this one Paul, and it not that way. What the that one?
The Rains Came, based on an American novel. Film was remade. A remake of the film was released in 1955.
Oh, it was a remake. Oh, no. Oh, there was a remake of it, but what the plot? Do we want to remake it again?
The story centers around the redemption of its lead female character, Tom Rassom, is an artist who leads a rather dissolute, if socially active life in the town of Ransiport, India. His routine is shattered with the arrival of a former lover who has since married the elderly Lord Ekash. Lady Edwina first sets out to seduce, then gradually falls in love with Major Rama Safti, who represents the new India.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Dated
I
by an
mean,
earthquake, which causes a flood, which causes a cholera epidemic. Oh my gosh. Then the Lord Eksha dies, and Lady Eksha renounces hedonistic life in favor of helping the sick alongside Major Safti. She accidentally drinks from a glass that has just been used by a patient and becomes infected and dies. It becomes possible for Safti to become ruler of a kingdom that he will presumably reform. Of course, the story, a missionary's daughter, Fern, Simon, and Ransom all fall in love.
and let me and if we do we make it like we eat and let me eat that hour with Corona. But yeah,
Having a
I mean
much going on.
what what the next one?
Stop, look, and love. There is no plot.
Yeah, and me how that I will know.
That's what happens every time you pass a mirror, Mr.Bee. You stop, you look, and you love.
Why I do?
Oh, I didn't say you were right. Here I am a stranger, said the man with amnesia. There is no plot.
Yeah, condom. That I on in all Mimi.
The escape. There also is no plot.
Yeah, I mean Mimi. That I on in
Hollywood Cavalcade.
hey.
Female Alice Faye as a young performer making her way in the early days of Hollywood from slapstick silent pictures through the transition from silent to sound. That actually sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think your army make it. Mimi do it in a way get off of gold. Me the army love movies about movies.
Good
Oh,
point.
I don't know how is it.
Pack Up Your Troubles is the next one. Looks like a Shirley Temple knockoff. It says it's a comedy film, but there is no plot.
Yeah, or I mean not.
20,000 Men a Year. Brad Reynolds is a well-respected pilot for the Pacific Airlines. On a flight from Salt Lake City to Los Angeles, his aircraft hits a thick bank of fog. They're told by their dispatcher to reroute to California, but Brad safely lands in Los Angeles anyway. Jim Howell, a Southwestern representative for the Civil Aeronautics Authority and Brad's old nemesis, suspends Brad for 60 days, who angrily quits and buys a Comet Airport in Riverdale, California. An airport mechanic is the only asset.
I do agree that they make a great team. For Hogan. Yeah.
Well,
Nah, I mean not. What the next one?
Heaven with a Barbed Wire Fence. Joe Riley has worked 6 long years in New York City to save enough money to buy a piece of land in Arizona. Unable to buy a car because he spent all of his money on the land, he has to travel to his new home by hitchhiking. He ends up traveling to Arizona along with a homeless man and a local female immigrant.
Hmm. Eh, Mimi, but I don't know.
I love the thought of spending all your money on land, and then you can't get to the land because you spent all your money on the land.
Yeah.
So you have to hitchhike. So when he gets to the land, what's he going to do? Build a house? He doesn't have any money.
Yeah.
I think you'd really have to punch it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you could make it a coming-of-age journey of a story. Kind of like Big Fish.
Yeah.
Drum Along the Mohawk. It's a historical drama about a novel. Henry Fonda in it.
On duet in it.
Was nominated for 2 Academy Awards and became a major box office success, grossing over $1 million in its first year. I think you can remake that.
Yeah, But then that one.
Too Busy to Work. It's a comedy.
Ina imoan. Ubihi uwo.
It's one of the Jones family.
Yeah. Oh no.
Daytime Wife. Oh boy.
No.
Charlie Chan in the City of Darkness.
By the way, not remake it. They're not in that. Like what on that end? Yeah. No. Like you see, like how many are we movie did they do this year?
You know the tagline for Daytime Wife? Here's the tagline. What have secretaries got that wives haven't? That's literally the tagline on the poster.
That was the ugliest
Yeah. Oh yeah. They I was and Ari and like my no. Yeah, like, do you have any different Indian?
No.
God.
Barricade is the next one. A singer named Emmy meets a broken-down journalist while traveling across Magnolia by train. A romance spark soon interrupted by a fierce group of murderous bandits. Fleeing, Emmy and Hank team up with others, eventually culminating in a fierce shootout with marauders. A youngster of 10 years, and Emmy and Hank seek safety in a small fort of antiquated country home located in barren lands. As the bandits approach, and Hank begins to they hide in a basement level protected by a floorboard cover. As the bandits enter the building, the baby of Emmy and Hank begin to cry, thereby revealing the location of the couple and their team. The bandits begin to chop their way through the floorboards. A rescue squad of motorcycles speeds over a nearby hill toward the building, then succeeds in rescuing the trapped below the floor. So what the heck is the point of the story?
I don't know.
20th Century Fox considered the film mediocre and it was shelved. A year later, with actress Alex Faye's popularity booming, the film was released finally and to expected subpar success. There were extensive revisions and retakes, which eliminated actors J. Edward Bromberg and Joseph Schildkraut from the cast.
Like, like, not we make the movie. Do a movie about the making of the movie.
The fact that, so the actress in the movie finally got famous, then they released the movie, only to like squelch her career again, so much so that even her song there'll be other nights that she recorded was cut from the final print of the movie. So if you're banking this movie that you were originally going to shelve on the actress because she's now famous, but then cut her song out of the movie, sounds like a disaster.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, no, we make the movie, but we only make them. But how about we make a movie about the making of the movie?
Maybe.
Yeah, not on more
I'm
interesting than the
interested to
movie.
see how all that shook out.
Yeah.
Next one is The Honeymoon's Over.
Um.
A happily married couple, only then to show a miserable husband, a smiling wife, and then 2 side scenes of the husband yelling and screaming and raising his fist at the wife.
Yeah. No.
So, probably not.
Yeah. What the that one?
Everything Happens at Night. American Jeffrey Thomas and Englishman Ken Morgan are reporters from rival newspapers who were sent to a remote Swiss village to find Nobel Prize winner Dr. Hugo Norden. Norden escaped from a concentration camp. This is 1939. And was reportedly killed, but there are rumors he was living in the village. Both men arrive at the village and are forced to share a room together. They meet Louise, a young woman who both men fall in love with. Turns out that Louise is Norden's daughter. Jeffrey intercepts Ken's cable to the paper and directs it to his own paper. The story upsets Louise, who is unaware they were reporters, and brings the Gestapo on a mission to kill Norden. Jeffrey and Ken team up to smuggle Louise and her father across the border and safely to France. How did that happen? This is how that happened.
Yeah.
They are all set to sail to America. Ken arranges for Jeffrey to miss the boat, ensuring that he will have Louise to himself. Wow.
Yeah, like all I in but they are lost me.
Yeah, that's a total rebuild there.
Yeah. But the that one?
The Cisco Kid, another Western.
Yeah.
And then Shawnee River, another Western.
Oh, hey, we done with that year.
Yay, we're done with the 1930s. We'll have to pick up from the 1940s next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some real duds there. That was actually
the
worst year we've come across.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
like 50-50. This one was like 20 to 80.
Yeah.
Oh, well, lucky for us, we have 79 more years to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you sign us up for, Mr. B?
Yeah, I don't know. By the way, and but like, are we and the metal motor movie really that part,
I don't know.
that they made like how many a year? You're done with
They
that.
average about 3 to 4 a year.
Yeah, like meaning that they were pumping in out.
Oh, yeah.
But it really that part, Did the audience really demand it? But the audience, what the movie go the audience really that basic?
I there was nothing else to write about then?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh. one in that when like now like the new movie that are being released. Now wonder like any like any and we are and we need any and we studio like that new that they are done
Mm.
like we are identity. I don't mind really, but uh um but I in that out that they are like talk that name. I saw out in the mm, but yeah, but yeah, 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 oh, yeah, I Nindi Ida me, you, or me, Mina and the moon up. But one way, Nindi, like today, like call you and ask you, mean, me and on the moon in the open. Will you eat it?
Alrighty. We'll pick
Yeah,
up from the 40s next time around.
yeah, I knew it.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the question? You broke up a little bit there.
Nini, like, Nini audio and I
Oh,
hear be the and the moon in the open. Will you eat it?
no.
Why?
I mean, I don't know how they're going to pick up the pieces. 2 months ago, I would have taken it, thinking that I got pretty good judgment, but now I have no idea
Um,
what happened with the movie industry.
and I will yeah, I won't. I will I will eat it. Me, I will get a decent hour. Like, how this hour.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I will ruin it, but I will be like in on the movie in development, like in and that a good idea and in the way even but and but I mean won't be like a lot of movie, but I will on the movie in development, but yeah, oh, I will yeah, you know, oh yeah, oh, like what again. Oh, any all involved.
Stay home, stay safe.
Yeah, like
There's
um.
tons of content on all the platforms to watch.
Oh, and I mean not like very like Mimi Umawo will be a new YouTube video of me.
Oh man, can I hit dislike before it even comes out? Before the video even drops?
What?
Hypothetically, I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Well. I once again. Good night and be at and I will in you. Will